Welcome to this video, where we'll explore one of the most common and yet often misunderstood concepts in DAX, the average of averages. If you're working with data models or creating reports in Power BI, you've likely encountered this issue before. So why is it important to understand how to calculate the average of averages correctly well? Think about it. When you're analyzing data, you often need to aggregate values across different groups or categories. And that's exactly where the average of averages comes into play. In this video, we'll dive deep into what the average of averages is, why it's tricky to calculate, and how to do it correctly in DAX. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of this concept and be able to apply it to your own data analysis task. So, let's start with the basics. What does it mean to calculate the average of averages essentially? It means taking the average value of several groups or subsets of data and then averaging those values again. Sounds simple enough, right? But here's the catch. When you take the average of averages, you're essentially creating a weighted average. Think about it like this. Imagine you have 3 stores with different sales volumes. Store A has 100 units sold at $10 each. Store B has 200 units sold at $20 each. And Store C has 50 units sold at $30 each. If you calculate the average price per unit for each store separately, you get $10, $20, and $30 respectively. But if you then take the average of these 3 prices, you'll get a distorted result, because the stores have different sales volumes. In this case, simply averaging the prices will give you an incorrect result, because it doesn't account for the varying number of units sold at each price point. To accurately calculate the average of averages in DAX, we need to use a weighted average formula that takes into account both the value and the weight, or size, of each group. This ensures that larger groups or subsets don't disproportionately skew the overall average. For example, if you had 2 stores with 10 units sold at $50 each and 1,000 units sold at $20 each, a simple average would give equal weight to both prices. But using a weighted average formula in DAX allows you to correctly calculate the average price per unit by weighting it based on the number of units sold. To summarize, calculating the average of averages is more complex than simply taking the average value of several groups or subsets of data and then averaging those values again. To do it correctly in DAX, you need to use a weighted average formula that accounts for both the value and weight, or size, of each group. The key points to remember are the average of averages creates a weighted average. Simply averaging prices can give distorted results due to varying sales volumes or weight. To accurately calculate the average of averages in DAX, use a weighted average formula that takes into account both value and weight, or size, of each group. That's it for today's video on calculating the average of averages in DAX. But if you found this explanation helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content on data analysis and visualization. Have any questions or comments about this topic? Please leave them below in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you.